beautiful people. I'm here to talk about something very, 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 very important that I think everyone will relate to and everyone should listen. I'm here to talk about how consciousness, awareness, and spirituality are not equal to actual growth, actual change, and actual personal development. I'm Jessica Amos. I'm a mindfulness teacher, a boundaries and codependency coach, and the founder of Stay With Yourself, which is the practice of being who you are, where you are. And I recently heard someone talking about this very subject where they said, do not confuse consciousness, knowledge, awareness, and spirituality with actual growth, actual change, actually doing the hard work to move yourself outside of your own conditioning and outside of your own parameters and actually healing your trauma and doing your personal growth work. And I was just kind of mind blown, like, why haven't I thought about this before? Because it's true. It's true. It's so, so true. And I know I can say this for myself in my own life. And I know that I've experienced this with other people. I know quite a few people. I've had people in my life who have even gone to years of therapy, and they can say, okay, I know my trauma. I know that my mom was abusive or my dad was abusive. I know I was sexually abused. I know that I was picked on or bullied, or I have body image issues, or I have this. Like, I know what my trauma is. I know what my drama is. I know what it is. And they can talk about it. And they can say, yeah, I know this and I know that. And it sounds like, oh, they're so aware. They're so conscious. They have so much self-knowledge, so much understanding. And they could even layer on spiritual aspects to it, right? But then what are they actually doing? What are they actually doing in their lives to heal the trauma, to not live out of those cycles? What are they doing to actually break the cycles, to actually change their patterns, right? Are they still living out all of those traumatic behaviors in their relationships? Are they still creating codependency? Are they still not practicing boundaries? It's one thing to be aware. It's one thing to have the knowledge. It's one thing to understand why you are the way you are, why you suffer from anxiety and depression and all the things, right? It's a totally other thing to take the very, very courageous steps and the actions required to shift your life, to move out of the story, to stop being attached to the story, to stop telling the story. When you're no longer telling the story of this is all the things that happened, and this is where I was, and this is the trauma, and this is the drama, when you're not telling that anymore, and instead you're focused on actually making changes, on actually doing the hard work, not just going to therapy for years and talking about it and lying to your therapist, but going to your therapist and telling the truth so that you can actually make change and get help, right? That to me, that is growth. That is personal development. That is the space that I want to be in with people. And that's the space that I like to hold for people. And that's what life is all about. So I say all this with so much love. If you find yourself just constantly talking about your trauma, talking about your drama, posting every meme on the face of the planet that shows how aware you are of all of your issues, you know, your whatever, right? But you're not actually doing anything. You're just talking about it and you're not actually changing anything. Maybe sit with that for a minute. Just sit with it. Sit with that and go, okay, what's the problem? I'm still scared. I don't actually want to face it, but I want to come off like I am. It's so, so easy. It's so easy to talk about things. It's so easy to pretend we know what's going on and still have that be a form of hiding, a form of keeping ourselves safe, a form of mistrust, a form of defensiveness. So I encourage you today to sit with yourself and go, what do I actually need to do to change my life? I promise you, it's not more talking. It's not more proving to everybody around you that you're so evolved because you can admit that you were sexually abused as a kid. And that is not to say that that's not real, and that's not scary, and that's not traumatic. That is not to discount anything. That's to say, now let's heal it. Let's heal it. Let's do something to heal it, right? Let's actually do the therapies that you know will help you work through it and get to that deeper place where you can stay with yourself, right? And be in love with your life and not in fear and not in trauma and not in anxiety anymore. Because having trauma and having anxiety, it's not a badge of honor. We all have it. We all have it. Some more than others, right? But those who you see living happy, healthy, truly authentic lives, I promise you, they've done the hard work. They've done the hard work. I can tell you that now. And it is hard work, and it's scary, and it requires courage. But it's yours to do. And it is a gift that is yours to do, and it is a gift only you can give yourself. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me talk really loudly and intensely at you, because I believe this so thoroughly. And if you have questions, or you want to leave a comment, or you want to talk about this further, please do, because this is the work that I do with people, and I want to talk about it. I want to open the door, right? A very wide door for you to step through. So please, let me know, okay? Sending you all the love today. May you stay with yourself today and always.